Welcome to Lord Fussington's walkthrough of the critically acclaimed game Dark Souls. I'm your walkthrough master, Lord Fussington, and this is part 2. The part after part 1 and the part before part 3. And in this part being part 2, we'll be traveling through the Undead Burg. And by we, I do mean me, Lord Fussington. And I'll fight the Black Knight 3 times. He kills me twice. I edited out the second death because I don't want to lose my integrity. I'm very skilled and everyone knows that, and I'd rather not people see how shit I actually am. Although I'll drop plenty of hints, both visually as well as verbally. Black Knight, the Taurus Demon, who's very easy, and then I'll run away from the Hellkite Dragon. And did I say Hellkite Dragon? Yes, the Hellkite Dragon. It's got the face of an adorable cat and the body of a terrifying dragon. And whilst it purrs, it also breathes fire. So this is a great video so far. Just exciting, isn't it? Yeah. Hope you're all excited about the Dark Souls walkthrough. I know I am. Mind you, we can't all be too excited because then it's just an orgy of excitement and it's a bit awkward. But the Hellkite Dragon, by the way, not the Hellcat Dragon. Although it says it in the title, so I don't think anyone will be too confused. I almost said infused. What the fuck's wrong with me today? Well, anyway, the commentary does certainly match the gameplay, so it's going to be fantastic all around. Okay. What the fuck are we doing? So, we're crossing a bridge now. I know you can see that, it's just for myself. What you want to do here is pull one enemy at a time. That is the easiest way. Or rather, the safest way. And although it's it does take time, of course, but it is safe, right? This area, I remember my very first playthrough with another character, with my first character essentially. I found it quite difficult, probably because I was very impatient. Because you die like twice in the same spot, or a spot maybe a little bit later on, and then you just get irritated and you just don't do well at all. Well, yeah, this is that spot. It's a good sort of test for a beginner, but you know, Dark Souls beginner. So, or just a beginner of the franchise. But anyway, this part can be annoying. Just take your time and separate the enemies. You can get a bow from the Undead Merchant. If you don't know where the Undead Merchant is, basically, you have to run around the bonfire 17 times. 9 in a clockwise direction, and 8 in a counterclockwise direction. And then you have to press start, then press circle, then press start again, and then exit the game. And then you have to go on YouTube. And there's this video called Dark Souls Walkthrough Part 1, Beginning, Asylum Demon, and Undead Burg. And oh, look at the master key, really working out there. It's just masterful, isn't it? Yeah, opens all the doors. Anyway, there's that video, and there's a timeline in the description box. Basically, this guy called Lord Fussington, who's a bit of a tit, but he has good intentions. Occasionally. And yeah, he put a timeline in the description box, and it shows the location, or it shows the time that the Undead Merchant shows up in the video. So just, you can see it there, and then you can see where you can see where the Undead Merchant is, essentially. And you can buy the bottomless box and the resonance key. I suggest, and as well as the bow, but I suggest you get the definitely the resonance key and the bottomless box. You don't necessarily have to get the bow. The bow, like, even if you don't have 12 dexterity, you can still wield the bow. It's just you won't be doing damage with it, so you use it exclusively as an item to pull, as a weapon to pull enemies, which is still useful, of course. You also get arrows from him, of course. If you don't get arrows, then obviously you're not going to toss the bow or hit people with the bow or anything like that. Or else you'd probably see me do it, because I do a lot of stupid shit. These enemies are really easy as well. You want to be careful actually in this area here, because there's one that always shoots the fire bombs. So don't just run in. You can if you're confident in your ability to roll or block or whatever an attack. By all means. I mean, that's what I usually do, but it's better to kind of show how to separate. And although maybe it isn't. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Maybe I should just run in and do it like that. So you can see how they're just tossing fire bombs and and I just kicked them. I basically saved them from the firebomb. Not as though, although the firebomb doesn't hurt him, but let's say it would have. Well, I'm a hero. Lord Fussington, the hero. Yeah. By the way, we got some black fireballs. We got some black fire bombs, which are, as well as just some regular fire bombs, and those can be used against the Black Knight. I'll talk more about him when we get there. Make sure you kill this guy, because you don't want him to start. You don't want him to fire bolts at you while you're dealing with the enemies down here. So just pull one. So you want to get to about there. You pull one, and then you deal with him. You can see what sort of strategy I'm using as well. It's a lot of trying to get behind the enemy and stabbing. So back stabs. And it's really the quickest way to kill enemies in this game, both PvP and PvE. So yeah, learn how to backstab. Let me just reiterate how to do that. You have to basically get behind the enemy, right, and stab. So isn't complicated, but and even if you're not backstabbing, just it's better to get behind the enemy, because at least generally he can't attack you. He's got to turn around. So gold pine resin is quite important. That's why you should have the resonance key, so you can get that in particular. The gold pine resin is good for basically as long as you don't have the lightning weapon. You know, so it's good for the first couple of bosses and all that. If you have it against the Belfry, is it Belfry? I think it's Belfry. Gargoyles. What a stupid name. Belfry. I mean, either I made it up or actually, hold on, let me talk about this first. Right, the Black Knight. The first difficult enemy, if you're a pyromancer, it should be pretty easy. All you have to do, so you throw, and then you kind of bait him into attacking you. So you have to be at a certain range, but just so close enough that he'll rush you with his shield down, but far enough that when he does attack, you won't get hit. Okay, so it's really about timing and distance if you're going to do this strategy. Now here you can see how I fucked that up. So you know, that's one or two mistakes right there. Not rolling to the side on the second one and the first one. Being too near, so you've got to make sure that you're far enough, but not too far that he keeps his shield up. Because then you're just wasting fireballs. So, and you can use the fire bombs as well, right? Now that's, or magic or whatever you have, right? But if you're going to go fight him melee, it's just time consuming. It can be done because he's got a limited set of moves I did it with my first character as well because it was a wanderer or whatever, and so yeah, it can be done. Just pay attention to what moves he's doing and where he's gonna. So you can see how I did that. Right. Oh, Black Knight sword, fantastic. That's really good. Anyway, so yeah, if you're going to fight him melee, he's got a very limited moveset, so it's easy to kind of figure out. You know, there isn't that much variety, making him an easier enemy to fight. And really, you just have to kind of keep your distance and wait until the end of his attack before you attack, or get behind him and attack. He isn't that tough, to be honest. By the way, the glowing thing was me just edited. Obviously, just edited the second death out as well as the walk to the third encounter. Okay, so that's it there. What else was I talking about? Gold, pine, resin, I think. Oh yeah, Belfry. I said Belfry. Is that the correct fucking name? I usually just call them the gargoyles. Yes, the Belfry gargoyles. Excellent. By the way, here is a crystal lizard. Is that correct? Yeah, crystal lizard. I miss the crystal geckos, but you know, in some ways I really miss demon souls. So this is where the Taurus Demon is. He's not up here, but he's in this. He's across the bridge, right? So you want to go up here, kill these two guys first, so you don't have to worry about them later. Okay. So Taurus Demon, really easy boss. Alright, so the gold pine resin is very... Don't use it against the Taurus Demon. Use it against the Belfry gargoyles and you'll kill them really quickly. I totally fucked it up, by the way. Because I'd put the gold... This is how good of a player I am. I put the gold pine resin on while getting... right before I'd get slapped in the face. And by slapped I mean slashed, because he doesn't use his hands. He has an axe. Or a halberd or whatever the fuck it is. Okay, so Taurus Demon, basically you have to walk to the center of the bridge, he'll jump down, and immediately as you see him at the top of that other tower there, you've got to sprint back to the ladder, okay? For this strategy anyway, you don't have to, you could fight him in the middle of the bridge, it's fine. But you get to the top of this tower here in front of you, and then you just jump down R1, very much like with the Asylum Demon. Okay, so once that's done, this is what you want to do. You want to get some distance between you and him, and then you want to sprint forward, he'll get ready for a leap, and then jump, and you run through his legs. You saw me do it, I think, twice now. Okay, and that is the best time to attack him. You've got about 2 or 3 slashes. So actually you have, that was really stupid there. So you've got 2 to 3 slashes. You just want to be careful with swings like that. But really, all the vertical swings are really easy. That's why the leap is also easy to dodge. That probably should have hit me. So you just got to time the rolls, and that's it. And wait for his leaps. But you've got to kind of bait him into doing them. So you've got to always have this amount of distance or so, and then sprint at him. Like, wait until he finishes his attack, right? And then run towards him, and then he'll leap. Sometimes he won't, actually, and he'll just run towards you. But, you know, even if he does, you can just... I suggest not getting too close to the towers, because it's easy to get, you know, stuck, basically. And then he'll he'll just bash you in the face. So yeah, try not to be too close to the towers. Just be aware of the distance. It's a very narrow fight, which makes it a little bit more difficult. Any close quarter fight is annoying. The Capra Demon is a fantastic example of that. Use the master key. Oh, it's still locked even with the master key. It's still what a fantastic key. I don't know why they call it the master key. It just isn't. Okay, here's right. So this is Solaire of Astora. He's just reminiscing, I guess. Peering at the sunlight cascading through the clouds, and he's really happy with everything. So just say yes to both of the questions he asks, and then you can summon him. You get that soapstone thing, and you can summon him or other people, depending on where you are. And yeah. Okay, so this is the dragon. I quite like Solaire, by the way, because I mean, he really helped me with Ornstein and that fucking fat sack of shit. Smog? Whatever, I don't care. So you gotta go a little bit on the bridge, and then he'll breathe fire. Maybe you'll get hit, maybe you won't. You can see his little cat face. And then you sprint on the right side, and once he's perched, you sprint on the right side. Well, I always go on the right side. And, you know, run down the stairs and kick down this ladder. And we're back at the bonfire that we started. So it's just basically just a circle for a shortcut. And that's it. That is part 2. Yeah, you can drop stuff off. You can do whatever you like. You can never play again. You can play again. You can have a sandwich. I mean, if you have bread. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I've been TheLordFussington, of course. And thank you very much for watching. The next part is part 3, because 3 comes after 2. And part 3, I have no idea. I've got to look at the video. I have no idea where we're going. I think we're killing some rats. And a boar with some armor on him. Yeah. Right, and also you can reverse hollow if you have the humanity for it, and kindle the bonfire as well. That's what I'm doing here. Because I had 2 already. I didn't have to consume any. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Kindly rate, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it.